minutes
Woo.
of material.
If someone can check that we're live, that would be lovely. And I will love you
for the window to open.
forever.
My laptop is being slow.
Like, I just want to say, I've just found. So last week, just to make sure I got all the bits that I needed to talk about right, I put like little post-it notes just underneath my laptop, and I'd left the one, and it just says pinching chips, false teeth, greenhouse. I like that.
Beautiful.
That's nice.
I once found a post-it note. I thought you meant my post-it note.
Oh no!
Not your post-it note, Seth. Your post-it note was lovely.
My post-it note was shit poetry.
So I once found a post-it note I'd written years ago, and it just read, "Write your fucking play." So I assume. But it had an exclamation mark. But for some reason, I'd written the exclamation mark like it was some like weird sort of Comic Sansy MS Word font. Like it was like 3D when all the other sort of figures weren't. It was like, so that must have been a tough week.
I think, Mikey, you should get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Jonty's in the house.
Hi,
Jonty.
Hi,
Jonty's in
Jonty.
the house. I wrote.
Rachel's in the house. Hi, Rach.
Yay!
Hello, Rachel.
Jonty gave
Rachel's in the
£5 to Stone. Jonty gave £5 to Stonewall this week, so I could write the name of someone they don't like inside the cat's litter tray.
Oh,
Nice.
I like it. I'm still deciding who to give my £5 to. But are you allowed to say who Jonty put in the litter tray?
No.
Can someone explain to me what the litter tray is?
It's a cat
Was
litter
it
tray.
to me?
As in the litter trays that the cats use.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm not a fucker. I've got an idea, which I stole off the internet.
Okay.
Which is, you show me the evidence you've given £5 to a good charity and not one of the crap ones, and I will write the name of someone you don't like at the bottom of their litter tray, so forever they are pooped upon.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Oh, so it's your... Yeah, I know who you're picking.
No. There's someone much worse.
Oh, not mouth breather extraordinaire.
No, not mouth breather, but to be fair, this person got their comeuppance, so you can bully me all the way through primary school. Your husband cheated on you and left you.
Is this one for story time,
I mean,
No, like, because it's quite like, you know, I got the crap kicked out of me for like 5 years and no one took any notice, but like, yeah, so that's a story.
Yeah.
Not tell a depressing one, because you do that.
Yeah, that's Dave's thing.
Who do?
Yeah.
You do.
I told a nice story last week. Or the
You
week
did?
before, whenever it was.
And
Yeah, that was nice.
I'll confess now, when you went away and we did the order, I went, put Dave first. Like, just in case it's depressing, put him first. Like,
No, I've learned my lesson. If I'm going to do a depressing story, I will give you prior warning and say, don't put me last.
yeah. Because then we're all sat there like...
Can we... Okay, so there's a couple of things come up in the chat. First off, Jonty wants to know, Mikey, if you're taking up a side gig working in a call centre.
well, basically,
You do look a bit like you're...
stop taking the piss out of my sound. And so I thought, you know what, I'm not having it anymore. I'm going to stand up to the bullies. So what I've done is I brought myself.
That's what you needed to do all through school, Steph, was buy a headset.
Like, what I want Mikey to say is, we've reached full altitude, but please don't take your seatbelts off until the sign goes off. Because it really sounds like that sort of like... I love it.
You fall on now, I wouldn't be able to get through that sentence without missing myself laughing. See what I mean?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is tonight's show.
We bully Mikey.
This is bullying, because it's online. Everyone thinks it's banter and it's not fair. See, even Jasper agrees.
I'm really sorry. He will shut up eventually, or he won't, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. Like,
He's singing the song of his people.
And there's a lot of there's a lot of very nice comments about your hair, Plats.
Yeah, thank you.
it is
Thanks.
beautiful.
It's very blue.
Yout.
There is an accompanying TikTok as well if you follow the Plats on TikTok.
What can I say? I'm down with the youth.
I'm thinking about dyeing mine, like on the last day of school, like just bleaching the hell out of it, and then just
Yeah,
Well,
do it.
that-
It's so fun. It's really fun.
What
That will
about?
solve all of my problems.
Because what
the hair will
about
solve everything, Steph? Don't
Steph?
say it won't, because I've put all my
Honestly, if Mulan is anything to go by, a girl's life can be solved by cutting her hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She had long
Steph?
hair and a life full of problems. She cut it off, South China. All I'm saying.
That's it.
Are you going to save us from Boris then, Steph? Are you going to go
Am I
Sinead
going to save you
O'Connor?
from-
If she cuts her hair.
Do a Sinead O'Connor
I
save
mean-
us from Boris?
I mean, Sinead O'Connor was number one when the day I was born, so I'm not saying we're
Was it
kindred
really?
spirit. Yeah. Nothing compares to you as number one
Well,
on the day I was born.
Okay, what was number one when you was born? Steph, great song. Nothing compares to.
Honestly.
Great song.
Anyone
so
else?
now we need to go. Now we need to go through and just Google
no,
what was number
I-
one on your birthday.
I know what was number one on my birthday.
What was number one on your birthday?
Chuck Berry's My Dingaling.
Oh, fucking great tune.
What a
Great
fucking atrocious song.
Hang on. Whoa. You take that back straight off the bat. You do not insult Chuck Berry or that song. It is a banger.
I think you could do a lot of insulting of Chuck Berry.
Mine was Boom Shake the Room.
Boom, boom.
I don't
Oh,
know
God,
what
I
mine
feel
is. I'm
so
gonna look it up
old.
now.
I feel so old. Mikey, are you giving up on us, or are you googling what was number one in your birthday?
no,
I thought
I'm
he got to
googling.
Or just really aggressively staring at his
So,
crotch.
so yeah. So Steph, on this dyeing your hair.
Got me.
Yes.
Go on, Mikey.
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
The album for me was Bat Out of Hell 2.
Oh.
I've never heard of the song that was mine.
What was it?
It's Jack Your Body by Steve Silk Hurley.
I've heard that.
Jack Your Body, everyone. Jack Your Body.
But I've got it playing at the moment.
Jaunty's was mistletoe and wine.
Oh,
Oh.
God. Oh, no. That's a sign that your birth was a mistake.
How can you not
Oh,
say
come
that
on. Say
to
that,
our chats,
Jaunty.
please?
Yeah.
Steph, your hair, dyeing
So
your hair
what?
Hang
for.
on.
Oh, have you got it now, Mike?
Yeah, I want to sex you up. Let me.
Wait,
hang on.
I want to
Sorry, I
sex
was
you.
listening to Jackie Body. What was that?
I want to sex you up.
Oh no, this is a remix.
Mike.
Holy rich.
Michael. Yes,
Well,
boys.
I mean,
Now, what was the name of the song for the day you were born? He stares at his crotch again.
what you did there.
What I've been trying to say for the last 5 minutes, Steph, is
Oh,
when
yeah.
you dye your hair for the summer, would you be willing to ask the chat for the colour? Get the chat to decide the colour?
Oh,
What pressure on Jaunty that is.
like
There are other people here.
I
There are
think
6 of us today.
if we start doing like the socials now, like what colour should I dye my hair? Because let's face it, it's been a lot of colours over the years.
If that's Jimmy Carr, he's a prick. He'll know.
Yeah,
Because
Jimmy Carr can pay for it.
Fee's got like black all around, and then she's got a longer bit on top, and she's dyed it red, which looks really good.
It
And
was
I've been
purple
thinking,
before, wasn't it?
yeah, I do want to do. I've been thinking, although it's going to look like I'm having a midlife crisis, which I suppose I am, of
You're
doing the
allowed
same
to.
thing of dyeing my hair during the summer. So
What colour?
I don't know.
Bleach it.
What,
bleach,
Dave?
go.
I reckon,
Eminem.
Dave. I reckon you should get bleached tips.
Yeah, but
Frosted tips.
I don't think it's long enough. I mean, it's.
No, you
reckon
integrate
we
out
can do
quite
it
a
with-
bit.
If we go through it if we put the dip like the dye,
It's like a comb.
a Q-tip, and then just go over it gently.
The problem with this is, you start with hair, and then 6 weeks later, we're all guessing what I should wheel rim colour to.
Yeah. Yes. Why aren't we doing that right now?
Well,
Because
because
Hannah,
basically, wheelchair services are quite boring, and don't allow that sort of thing.
you said, but Hannah
gonna
has got
find
lights.
all the colours
Hannah
on
has
there,
lights on her wheelchair now that go in the wheels, so it's like a disco rave wheelchair.
Oh wow!
So what you're saying is Hannah looks like she's driving a massive Heelys.
I am now.
I
when
mean-
you-
Yeah, it's the rolly version of those light up shoes.
Want that in their life?
I might bring some USB lights to 1448 then, Mikey. Get
Nice.
some
What?
USB
Do it.
strip lights and we'll a little battery pack. And we should be well away, mate.
Boom.
Anyway, let's go.
Weird with
Should we start the show?
Yeah,
Oh,
shall we?
yeah, sure.
Shall we?
I'll
Shall
find
we?
every colour my
No.
hair's been later.
Okay.
Uh,
That's off the screen now. So let's begin. Hello.
Hello!
It's
Way, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Adam.
it's stories from the smoke room. It's the lock-in, and tonight Hannah Platts is in charge. Hannah Platts, ladies and
Am
gentlemen.
I? Oh my god, yay!
Yeah.
I'm kind of in charge. But it never goes well when I'm allowed to do that. So let's. Cool, okay. Everyone breathe. Hi, hello. So we're gonna just like play a bit of a game, and the chat can be involved. Yeah, pens, good. Also, digital things are fine as well as pens. I myself am not prepared because of who I am as a person, so I'm just gonna get my notepad up. So basically, we're gonna play like a sort of version of Quiplash, if you've ever played Quiplash. But like a more chilled out version because we can't be doing with like time limits and like stress. So like it's too stressful. So we're just gonna use the prompts and like answer them in a hopefully funny way. And chat, you can answer them as well if you want. But also, what we need you to do is I've got all of the prompts on a spreadsheet.
Ooh.
Thanks. I was hoping you would do that, otherwise that would have looked mental.
Well, now I regret doing it.
Thanks. So I've got them on a spreadsheet. So what we need you to do is give us a number between 1 and 35.
Chat.
Yeah, I put loads on so that we
Numbers, chat.
Numbers, chat.
All four
Put
of
your
you. It's like
numbers
Well,
in
well,
the
while
chat.
we wait for a number, H has just put about the Mikey and her wheelchair race around the
12.
round the theatre.
yeah.
That she's dreaming of a Mario Kart style race around the arena constructed by Pove.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Could
Yes,
we? Because obviously Hannah's in the band for 1448, right?
Mhm.
Could we get them to do like the Mario theme tune as we're doing it, like so it's like a
I
fully
would die
immersed
happy if
experience?
that was a thing.
I am directing,
And then
Mike.
we'll get Pove.
I am directing.
We'll get Pove to make some Mario hats, and then
Whatever play I get,
And-
even if I get something that's like about a group suicide, there's going to be a strange 3-minute section in the middle, which is a Mario Kart race.
what if you get
Going to happen.
I'm looking forward to both of your plays being about the Holocaust. You going, well, I've made a promise.
Yeah. That's it.
We have
so-
two numbers, so we'll go in that order. So the first number is 12.
12
Okay,
of
lovely.
them.
So the first prompt, and chat, join in if you like. The prompt is, what is the first thing you would do if you could time travel? which weirdly is the example I gave to the guys before we came on stream. So
Yeah.
that's
That
like
is
a
a bit
creepy
weird,
psychic
isn't it?
thing. Yeah, because
I-
I could have picked any of them.
I didn't plan for that.
No.
Because I thought you were kidding.
I thought we burned it.
So I guess if I could time travel, I'd go back in time and convince myself to have
start
spent the
thinking
last
about
20
it.
minutes
Yeah.
thinking of something funny to say. But then again, I've kind of done it already. So contractually, I'm done. It's up to you fuckers now.
Okay, good.
I'd want to hear W.G. Grace's voice because
Yeah.
big Victorian, big man, large man, sportsman, huge
Large.
beard, has this image of, yes, grand Victorian, but apparently he had a high squeaky voice, and I want to hear it.
No.
He had a high squeaky Gloucester voice. All right, don't go down London. It's a rat race. I want to hear it.
Oh my god, I want to hear that.
This huge beard, like drinking a magnum of champagne. Going, oh, this is bloody lovely. This is great. Like Joe Pasquale, but from Yeovil.
That makes me feel weird because I just imagine him to be Brian Blessed
Yes, but yeah, because he is
because they have the same beard.
He's also the face that Monty Python used for God. So you always imagine this. Hello, I am God. He's like, hello.
Get on with it. Yeah.
Rachel has go back to when she was 8 and go, hey, you've got anxiety and ADHD, maybe deal with that.
Nice.
It would be nice, but I feel if I was to go back and say to myself, you've got loads of neurodiversity problems, I'd have just gone, oh, get away from me, old man, what do you know? Because I was an utter prick. I was an utter prick.
Has everybody got something?
I've done mine, I'm done.
You've done yours, WG Grace. Mine is I would concoct a way to just kiss David Bowie on the lips.
Yes.
Just the lips.
Nice.
Just once, just so I could say I'd done it.
Surely,
You good?
surely because you'd have to smell him first, right?
I would smell before, during, and after.
Well, I reckon he smelt of Christmas.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Oranges and cinnamon. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon he's probably smelt like glitter. Yeah.
Do you think has David Bowie got a choice in this?
Oh, it would be with consent. That's why it would have to be that I wrangled a situation whereby, like, we're
Made
at a
it work.
party, perhaps. Maybe I am disguised as a man. I don't know. Like,
see-
I'll find a way for it to work.
I often think that, you know, this thing about Quentin Tarantino has got a foot fetish.
I don't know that.
Yes.
No.
And then when you
Okay.
watch his films,
hold on. How can you just casually drop something like
I
that?
thought it was common knowledge.
It's not common knowledge, Dave. We're just not normal.
Film weirdos.
Yeah, film weirdos.
I didn't know that, and
Yeah.
now I look at him, I'm like, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that he's a nice man.
No.
But you know, the people who work with him must know. And then you watch the films, and he has a lot of barefoot women in barefoot, and he has a lot of close-ups on feet. And I've often thought if someone like Uma Thurman has kind of gone, oh, okay, this is a bit weird. You know what I mean?
I think she was very badly treated by
Oh,
him
she
in
was.
various
Yeah, I
respects,
mean, there
wasn't
was-
she? So,
I think the least of her worries were what were going on with her feet.
yeah.
I mean, the car crash was like,
Yeah, she nearly died in a car crash or something, didn't she?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing Kill Bill.
Is that who's not been Mikey? Have you
Mikey.
been?
Mikey?
Yeah.
So, the first thing I would do is
Is that
go
the
to the
captain?
nearest bin and find like the local paper and do the thing where they're doing films and just go look up at the day and then I'd go up to someone and go, you boy, what day is it? And then it was like I'm being like proper time travel.
Mike, you could just do that.
Why would you?
Oh, Mike, you should definitely do that.
Just do it anyway
Yeah,
and
just
pretend that
wheel
you
up to someone and
Yo,
just go,
boy, what day is
what day is it? What year? And they just like scoot off down the road really quick and leave them
Tommy
thinking,
boy.
wow.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I would like to do that anyway. Maybe on stream one time, go out into the street and be like, "You, what day is this?" And I'll pretend
If
that
I
you're
ever-
like
if I ever
HQ
do
on the
improv-
spaceship talking to me. Like, no, I can't find any signs of intelligent life here.
Steph, what would you do if you could time travel, and why would it be that you go back and tell your own self not to go onto dating websites?
No, I would like all of my bad experiences have only made me stronger and probably contributed.
You've got to walk through the fire before you learn not to get burned. Carry on.
No, I would.
Mentally, I'm standing up. I'm standing up for you, Steph.
Having a mental standing ovation. Thank you very much. No, I would, and I don't know whether like this could be we've stopped one situation, but we've made the world worse. Like I would go back in time before the 2016 election where Donald Trump went in.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would say I would go in a very panicked state and go, Donald, this situation has happened a million times, you just don't know it. And every time I've tried to sort of stop it from happening, it's happened anyway. If you become president, you get assassinated.
Oh, cheeky.
Hillary becomes president, all is well in the world.
Oh, I can see that going terribly wrong because just because of fate. Going like,
And you would be like, fine, I'll just assassinate everyone else first, and then like everyone in America dies.
Yeah.
Did anybody see that TV a few years ago that was about basically someone had to go back in time and stop the assassination of JFK?
Hang
So
on.
that was the whole
Was
series.
this, the whole series. I remember an episode of Quantum Leap about that.
and Red
Yeah.
Dwarf.
It had James Franco in it.
Oh,
I
it was
can't
basically
vaguely
James
remember
Franco.
Seth
that
Rogen
now.
knocking about as well. Usually what happens, isn't it?
It was like a genuine. It was a genuine time traveling drama,
All right.
and like basically he becomes like he stays on as president, and it all goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Well, in Quantum Leap,
Like
spoiler
similar to what Steph is saying.
for something that's 35 years old. But
Spoiler.
in Quantum Leap, he thought he was going back to save the president, and actually he was going back because in the original timeline it was Jackie who died.
Oh,
See? Twister.
what a
It's like,
twist.
it's like it was written by M. Night Shyamalan or something, isn't it? It's weird.
Who's that?
Go on, try again.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Try again, Dave.
Okay,
No.
it's close enough. I mean,
M. Night.
There were letters there that are similar to his surname. Yeah.
M Night
Jumbo
Lamb.
Shum.
In the words of
It's
So,
in the words of Eric Morecambe, you said all the right letters, but not necessarily in the right order.
So John T has said he would appear before himself at 25 with a friend who declares, and this is what you could have been. And then you go, oh God, no. And then we disappear again. That's elaborate.
Yeah, it's really.
okay.
Or go
Really
back
thought of
before November 2019 and buy stocks in toilet paper.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, why not just buy
Or in, like,
Bitcoin in
Pfizer.
2012?
Oh, well, yeah, like, you know.
Or I don't know, like
Well, I guess.
invest
I
in
guess
Ford
I
in
find it
18
funny
months.
that no.
Last week's Euro million numbers. Like,
I find it funny that nobody has mentioned going back in time and assisting us somehow to not have a pandemic.
oh, yeah, that would have been good.
I don't know how we could have stopped it. Like,
Or
just go back
stop-
in time to a market in China somewhere and be like, don't eat it, no!
Yeah.
They don't even know whether
That's
that's where it
true.
came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do they?
Unless
Oh,
it was
Probably
a
would
lab
have
experiment.
delayed.
It's a lab experiment. If you want to believe what the American government is saying,
It's
which
a
is
lab
probably a
experiment
lie.
because they eat dogs.
Hi, Texas.
Right.
Do we have another
Wales,
number?
Wales.
The next number that came out of Hannah Platts was 27.
Okay, lovely. 27, everyone, is the best way to impress an alien from Mars. So if they showed up here, how would you impress them?
You see, I'd like to say that you'd put some Jimi Hendrix on, or show them a couple of free kicks from Kevin De Bruyne. But chances are Jimi Hendrix and Kevin De Bruyne are from some sort of alien planet anyway, sent down to this planet to show us
might have already
how to be better creatives.
I mean,
or they
could
might have
try and-
intercepted that time capsule thing that they sent out into space that's got like Billie Jean in it and like other songs.
Or what you could do if it's a
Or like a
Martian
goldfish.
is you could show them a picture of Elon Musk and teach them to hate it. So that when he gets there, they kill the snivelling little shit.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as his wife, who is like just a prick now. Who went on a rant on TikTok about communism. You're like, you're literally married to the second richest man in the world. Shut up.
Go home. Go to one of your 10,000
Many
homes.
castles.
I mean,
Like,
could you
yeah,
try and
right.
psychologically mess with them? Like
You're supposed to be impressing them, but
but
if
listen
that's
to
how
me,
you want to
listen
take
to
the brief, yeah.
you could be stood there with a briefcase, and then when they arrive, go, "Oh, I've been waiting ages for you. Pretend you're from Jupiter, and that you got here first."
What, and you're just a teaser, you got stuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jonty's idea again, which is just sneeze on them.
Oh no.
Why
But
are
the
you starting
pathogen-
biological warfare, Jonty?
No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century.
Oh no.
The events on Earth are being watched as we would watch the events going on in the merest drop of water. Dun dun dun!
Slowly and surely, they moved their plans against us.
Dun dun dun!
Bum bum bum.
You can show them Star Trek.
That is one of them albums which you can only listen to when you're absolutely stoned.
That is what I would do. I would show them that stage version of War of the Worlds where they had the giant Richard Burton's head. Have you seen it? No. It like suspended from the ceiling is like a giant head, and they projected Richard Burton's face onto it so he could do the narrator bits, or like slowly and surely they turn their plans against us. Bum bum bum. And it's like the fucking weirdest thing that I've ever seen.
Jonty, could you please clip Hannah Platz's impression of Richard Burton, please?
To begin at the beginning. I've been listening to Under Milkwood.
I'm not sure about everyone else, but I think my life is. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I think my life is sort of complete.
I've got H's answer here, which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if they are basically intelligent worms, I'd just hold lots of glasses in both hands.
Oh, use your opposable thumbs in front
I'm definitely
of
overthinking it.
Like, just offer them a
Look!
thumb. Yeah.
Just be like, look at all these things I'm holding and my appendages.
I'm going with what my first thought was, because I think that's the purest. And I genuinely thought, oh, we could watch a bit of Scrap Heap Challenge.
The pinnacle of human existence.
Is the bikers from Scrap Heap Challenge, because
Yeah.
they'd finished early and then they cleaned their area. All within the 12, they were sweeping.
So they not only
Animal.
completed the challenge and no doubt won the, completed the challenge at the end and won the show.
Yeah,
they
won that.
tidied up the scrap heap.
They it's just their little area. They swept it clean.
That's adorable. I think if a Martian was going to come here, then Dick Strawbridge is one of the people I would want them to meet.
Yes.
Oh, Dick.
The man with the big
what a
hat.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hello, I'm Dick Strawbridge.
So, isn't it funny? Like, I know it's a big house, but isn't it funny? He's always got something to do.
Yeah, always.
Isn't that Dick Strawbridge just chilling out on a Sunday with his feet up? It's always like he's always got like a garage to refurb or something.
Yeah, it's always like, got to redo this roof now. Yeah, it's
Maybe-
never like, I'm going to make a cake today.
Maybe we're overthinking it. Maybe the best way to impress a Martian is a bacon sandwich.
Chess.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You know what? If they don't like a bacon sandwich, then they've got to even query why they're bothering to be alive.
My first answer
Now, I tell-
was I would give them a Mars bar and be like,
We named this after you.
This is for you.
give them that, and then go. We've also got this in the Milky Way, and
Yeah.
And a galaxy. Like, we've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, I'd be like, here.
plus you
This
get the
is what
Mars.
these are for.
You could get the Mars planets as well.
And
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was
Matthew.
going to say the
Sweet.
much missed Mars planet.
Yeah.
Much missed Mars planet.
I've got-
And then imagine
I've
if
got a
the
couple of
Martians
things,
then say
actually.
to you,
go
have
on.
you seen our friends on the planet Twix?
Imagine it. Imagine it.
I've got
Or
I've got a
on
couple
step
of actually, I
paper,
think.
the bar named Earth.
Yeah.
One of them, because it really impresses me, both of these do, but a Newton's cradle, like, I have
Yeah.
no idea how it works, how the balls go like. Or, have you heard Harry Baker's, so the poet Harry Baker does a poem that's sort of half in German and half in English called Falafeluffle, which translates as as falafel spoon in German, and it's the smartest wordplay you've ever heard. Like-
It is brilliant, but Adam, can you check whether that's in
really
your book of Nazi spoons?
I've moved it actually. I've moved the Nazi material from my desk because
Probably for the
it
best.
felt weird.
One thing I would do that would to show the aliens that I think would impress them is this fidget toy that I've got.
Oh, I love the physics.
Yeah, oh, you see what
I've
I
got
mean?
one of those.
It's all about
Oh,
the big
yeah.
switch people.
the big
it's
switch.
all about
The
the
big switch is the best. Yeah, yeah. And I like the little buttons as well, where you can really like get in there.
Oh,
The kid at
The
school
little
gave
like
me his.
Dominoes ones.
A kid at school gave me his while he went to play football, and I sat like, you know, when you start absent-mindedly like just playing, and then like he was like, "Okay, Miss, come it back," and I went, "No,
You've lost
it's
this.
mine now."
Do you-
This is mine now.
Do you want to be in your next essay? Because we all know how stupid you are, and you usually get E's, don't you?
Oh no, I can't be that cruel.
I've also got that one, which is like,
I've seen a big version of that,
Oh.
and you literally just stand there doing this with it, and it's
Yeah.
brilliant.
and then, oh,
I also get the same feeling from.
What?
oh no! It's
you
like,
kidding me?
look, where are there? Look, ah,
Oh!
it's you squeeze it.
Oh, that's sort of gross and amazing at the same time.
It's sort of like disgusting and wonderful.
Like
I
Croydon.
also get the same feeling.
Yes, I'm
from
neurodiverse.
that. You know the hair clips where you snap it out and then
Oh, I've got
Oh,
those though.
oh,
and it's got
yeah.
that, like,
Oh,
Yeah, bit of that.
There's this one, and it's just got a marble in it, but like I just.
Ooh.
Look how impressed we are, and you're telling me that Martians aren't going to be there going, wow.
Yeah, this is the best.
honestly, not being funny, but like for mindfulness, this is the best.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
so
that's the
killed.
winner.
And then,
Yeah.
when we've
That's what we
done
need
that
to
and
introduce
we've
the Martians to
blown their
anxiety.
mind with all that, then we'll get the Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah.
Should we go for another one?
Yeah.
Because I think we all got a little bit distracted then.
I was just thinking, like, I need to buy one of those.
Sorry,
Anyway.
I just see a message. We need to go back home. Message from John here, which I'm refusing to let go.
Yeah.
I can't think about Dick Strawbridge without remembering that I've got a young friend who thinks he's a sex symbol.
I mean,
I don't know who this person
There's a-
is.
I probably would, but it's not a sex symbol.
well, you know what they say, there's a pot for every lid.
There's a pot for every
lid for every pot. I get that wrong.
No, it's
I've
just
got that wrong.
wonderful. No, it's wonderful.
That is a beautiful
Should
sound.
be. There's a lid for every pot.
Oh, but there is a pot for
There's
every
a pot
lid.
for every lid. You're right.
There's a pot
There
for
is a
every
pot
lid.
for every lid.
There's a
There's a
bin.
pot for every lid.
There's a bin for every room, Mike. It's not about beans, Mike. It's not about beans.
We can make that sound like a poem, and that's why.
I've just Googled Dick Strawberry. Don't know who he is. Looks fascinating.
Perfectly nice. Chelsea. Perfectly nice 21-year-old lad. Desperately wants to be railed by Dick Strawbridge.
I guess like he's sort of comforting. Do you know what I mean? Like he's a big present,
Yes, like a cozy jumper.
like a nice jumper.
That you
Wants
want
to
to be
get
railed
railed.
by.
I don't want to be railed with the jumper.
You want to get railed by this lovely.
I think we should stop saying railed. to
Cable
start
knit,
with.
a cable knit jumper on an autumn afternoon.
Look, I'm supposed to be in charge of this. Come on, what's the next number? I don't want to talk about Dick Strawbridge anymore.
I just assume he makes an ice brew.
Yeah, I bet he makes a really. Yeah, I bet he makes a really good.
H has said
Sun's
33.
hot.
I'm
Yes,
sorry, John said 33.
33.
33. Okay, so this is a filling in the word one, and it's listen carefully. I didn't mean to kill him. I just blank. I didn't mean to kill him. I just blank.
No, that didn't work.
Again, I'm going with the thing that's come to my mind first, and I'm so sorry.
You have to go with the yeah.
For context, this is in a intensive care ward. I didn't mean to kill him. I just needed to charge my phone.
Oh no.
I like that. Wouldn't happen in real life before we start panicking, getting anxiety attacks, but I do like that.
I didn't mean to kill him. I just slipped 93 times.
He had it coming.
Some guys just can't take their arsenic.
Daddy, bum, 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 bum.
Daddy bam bam bam. I haven't got one.
I didn't mean to kill him. I just did a TikTok of me dyeing my hair and showed that much sass that it knocked him out.
Look, guys, it's not my fault if you can't handle it.
I didn't mean to kill him.
Go on, Mike.
I didn't mean to kill him. I just suggested he watch David Hasselhoff in Jekyll and Hyde the musical.
Oh yes.
I wish we could watch that on stream. It would be so good.
Did we discuss? We didn't discuss this on stream, did we? We discussed this in our group chat.
I can't remember.
If
maybe.
one of you who's got a laptop in front of you, go on, Mike.
I feel bad now for suggesting
No.
a joke. I
It's
feel
great
like
because
I've not played by the rules correctly.
you know there's the picture that's as part of our group chat sort of icon.
Yeah.
And then there was all those pictures of David Hasselhoff from Jekyll and Hyde the musical. If you could pop some of them in the chat, Adam, Steph, yeah?
Should I put them on our socials as well?
Yeah, do that.
It's still the picture on our WhatsApp group,
It
isn't
is
it? That
still the picture on our WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have to find
Do
a way
yourself
to
a
watch.
favour and YouTube it because it's incredible.
It's the worst piece of media.
We sat watching it together, like screaming.
It was the best night.
On that note, of course, someone in the room watched Hamilton for the first time over the weekend.
Yes, they did.
Yes, Dave.
Yes, Dave.
And you didn't hate it.
I didn't. I really enjoyed it, actually.
For a man who dislikes musicals generally.
Yes. Spoiler. I thought Hamilton's death was brilliantly staged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was
That's great, isn't it?
fucking stunning the way that was done. And you know, I laughed and I was like, "Oh, this is I enjoyed
I
it."
died.
Wow.
Yes. White man with a
the
gear.
English have their revenge. Please don't clip that. Please don't put that out of context on the internet. Just don't.
There's loads of good bits in it that are like just get stuck in my head a lot, but it's just like a nice rhythm. So it's just like a little bit. It's nice. I like it.
I didn't mean to kill him. I just came back in time to stop him becoming Prime Minister because I wanted a nationalised rail service and for all those people not to die.
But mainly the nationalised rail service.
Jonty.
That's almost verbatim what I would be saying. Like that's a me. Like I feel like that's me in court right there.
I didn't mean to kill him.
I just wanted Uncle Jeremy to save us.
You just get a red flag out and start shouting about the Merthyr Uprising of 1831.
I'm just shouting.
singing
The
one
British
of
Army
them.
didn't send in the troops. They killed 20 of our finest Welsh revolutionaries. The workers' flag is painted red.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Dave, what's the goal that it's on that you've framed behind you?
Right. I loaned someone a computer keyboard for a while, and she gave me back with a wrapped up present, and it was this. And so there you go, Steph. I don't know if it's the right way around for you. I know on the stream it's going to be backwards. So it's a football classic. I just don't think you understand Ruben Neves. And then you just, Steph, Mikey, you just know exactly what that is. And you get goosebumps looking at it, don't you? You get goosebumps looking at it.
Quick anecdote. I was watching that match live on the telly at home, and there's me and Mum in the living room. We were only the ones in the house, and my mum knows not one single iota about football. But when that goal went in, even she looked up and went, "Fucking hell!" Like, that was all that was said. And do you know what? Sometimes I still wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. I'll go onto YouTube and I'll watch it at every angle possible. I swear to God.
Who was it against?
Derby.
I've never.
Derby.
Derby County.
It's
I've never felt a euphoria like it.
Yeah,
Do you know what?
Every time I watch the goal now, I still get goosebumps.
Do you know what? I think he's off to Arsenal. It's a bit of a punch to the solar plexus.
Well, you know what? Arsenal fans reckon he's off to Arsenal, and this is what I hate about this time of the year, and it happens in January as well. Is all the bullshit. Remember in January where Jimenez was going to go to Man United for 17 million, and you're like, oh God! When they've got the shirt, when they're holding up the shirt, going, that's when to believe it. Everything else is just filler for newspapers because they don't want to talk about the real stuff that's going on. They're sooner just make up shit. So yeah, when they're signed, I'll believe it then.
The David Hasselhoff pictures are on our socials.
Okay, cool.
Well, they're on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I'll put them on Twitter. Yeah.
Thank you, Steph. That Ruben Neves goal, actually, I was supposed to be at the game that night with a free ticket from my mate. And PPP had a rehearsal and I couldn't go.
Oh man.
And it turned out the rehearsal finished at the Arena Theatre in time for me to get to the game. But by that point it was too late, so I just went home. And then I saw on Twitter, someone put on Twitter in full capital letters, "Ruben Neves, what have you just done?" And I'm like...
Yeah.
Went on YouTube, saw the goal, and was like, "Ruben Neves, what have you just done?" And then he was like,
"That goal.
What have you done, Ruben?"
And then he was like,
yourself.
"I could have been there. I could have been there."
You got to shout it like a mum. Ruben Neves, what have you done?
It sounds like on Fireman Sam. Norman Price.
Anyway, we need another
Fucking
number.
Banner.
Another number, I think.
Fucking banger of a tune.
Jonty's just
Banger of a tune.
Jonty's just put, "I can't believe Thierry Henry's off to McCuntleth FC." You see,
Consistently trolled.
he deliberately picked that name, didn't he?
Yes.
Thierry
They
Henry.
play in the third tier of Welsh football.
There's a
Carry on.
third tier in Welsh football.
There's loads
I
of
don't
tiers.
mean that disrespectfully. I didn't think there were that many teams.
I think Aberystwyth is
there are
towards the bottom.
4 tiers, I think.
We've had 27 already, Hannah. Oh, okay. She said, "Oops." Cool. I
18.
see it. 18. Okay. Oh, okay. So this one is the next Pixar film will be about a talking what?
Oh,
A talking turkey trying to convince the other turkeys that Christmas is a bad idea and they shouldn't be voting for it.
Oh no! It's a metaphor.
It's a really well veiled metaphor.
It's not
Um,
about bins.
And it's just gonna be called turkeys, following cars, planes,
Yeah.
brave, just
Haven't
I would have called
Have
it
they already done Chicken
Gobble
Run,
Gobble.
Aardman did Chicken Run, yeah. I suppose it's the same thing. Oh, fuck it.
actually,
I'm
yeah,
only
it was.
sabotaging yours, so I can't think of one.
It was.
Oh, that's fine. I can go a different one.
Just because it's on brand for me, I think I'll go with Talking Bin.
I would watch
'cause
the
why not?
shit out of that.
There are.
not
Sorry,
about
I was
bins.
incorrect. There are 10 leagues of Welsh football. 10 tiers.
Good for them.
Fucking hell.
Genuine. No, I don't mean that like that. I don't.
Oh,
I'm
God,
like,
Dave.
Well
that's
done.
great.
Fucking hell, Dave.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant it's like, good for them.
Well done.
Good for
done.
them.
Spiffing.
Well done.
Spiffing, chaps.
People watch
thinking about
the independence
your
movement.
Well
done.
done.
Oh, good. Got 10 leagues of football. Oh, good. That's good. Jolly good.
So, how do you pronounce that town in Wales that's
Machynlleth.
Machynlleth.
Machynlleth. So the ch is like we say bach, and the ll is like at the back of your tongue. So it's like the front of your tongue's at the back of your teeth, and you go you like through the
Machynlleth.
Machynlleth.
Go
Machynlleth.
on, Dave.
No.
He likes saying Machynlleth too much.
That's it.
I'm just going to call it Mac from now
The
on.
next
just so-
Pixar film will be just talking sheep, just repeatedly saying McCunkcliff.
I do love it when English people are like, these Welsh place names without any vowels. First off, we have more vowels in Welsh than English, but also it's like
Why is it about?
Loughborough.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's-
Like, and then you get people living on
Shrewsbury.
Quibble on the Wold, being like, oh, stupid place name in Wales.
Yeah, there's a place near me called Barton in the Beans.
That sounds like a Victorian crime novel.
Yeah, like
No,
Philip
not crime.
Barton.
Not a crime novel. It sounds like a boy's adventure book from the 1910s.
Well, it's because of Dick Barton Adventures,
and the
is what you're
Beans.
thinking of on the
Or,
radio.
or
I
it's
wasn't.
or it's
Oh, okay.
or it's a charity day at Queen's Park Rangers.
There's
Yeah.
there's a road.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I knew someone would get it.
That was very funny. That was very funny.
It was, wasn't it, Mike? It was, and no one else appreciated it.
That didn't get the reception it deserved.
There's a road in
Thank
in
you, Mike.
Womburn called Bumblehole Gardens, and I just love it. I want to live there. Where do you live, Bumblehole Gardens?
Oh, Bumblehole Gardens.
Yes.
Shall I spell it for you?
Yeah.
B-U-M. I've been to Bell End.
Oh,
Is that near Twat?
It's near Stourbridge. And it was great because I was like, my brother was driving and I was like, we're nearly there, so I could screen grab it on Google Maps.
there's
Bell End.
there's a place I spot every time I'm on the way to London called Gaydon, and I know it's wrong,
Yeah.
but every time I see the sign, I take a picture of it, send it to my brother, and go, "Found where you live," and I can't help myself. I do it every time.
I love the Tube for many reasons. My favourite reason for liking the Tube is you can always tell the like the immature American tourist and goes, and this service terminates at Cockfosters. And about every single train on that line, everyone's reading the metro. They just hear like two people go,
Yeah, and it's the last stop on one of the tube lines, isn't it? So it's
so it's
every
at the end of the Piccadilly line
station
or something like that. Yeah.
This train stops at Cockfosters.
And then, like we always used to, when I was at uni and we were in London, like we always used to make the same joke every time we were on the Northern Line, and it was like, this train terminates at High Barnet. We'd be like, that's where Amy Winehouse lives. Every time, like every single time. That's where Amy Winehouse lives.
do you know what? What's really annoying is next minute I'm gonna go, that's my joke. And we're like, I thought of that all myself.
Right? Fuck you, by the way, because I've seen you steal my jokes before, and it's really annoying.
I don't know what you mean.
When I was much younger,
Pixar films.
Don't say jokes around Unwin.
when I was much younger, I went on a camping holiday to Bournemouth.
Oh.
And there were three lads in a tent getting incredibly drunk.
As is their prerogative.
And
right.
There's not a lot to do in Bournemouth. No. But there was a pub on the seafront called the Buccaneers. So he essentially spent an entire bank holiday weekend going, "Where's the Buccaneers?" on the side of your booking head. To the point where you keep saying it until it stops being funny. And then you keep saying it.
Going.
And then it becomes funny again.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of those jokes. Can you tell?
Yeah, and like because every time I see a windmill as well, I always do the same joke, and I did it all the way to Cornwall, so it's like 6 hours drive. I was saying to my friend every time I saw a wind turbine, I was like, hey, do you know who's a big fan of renewable energy? that chap there. And in the end, that chap over there. And then every time it got to the point where I didn't even have to say it anymore, I'd just go, "Hey, Sarah," and just point at it. She'd be like, "No, shut up!"
There's also part 2 of that one.
I got on a train once, and the woman on the announcer went, "Welcome to this 1927 Virgin," and I pissed myself. It had been a long day. As soon as the word virgin is mentioned, I was gone.
Every time. Yeah, so they used to be quite often in Telford. You see like the big Virgin hot air balloons going over. And every single time my dad would go, "Oh, only Virgin in Telford."
Why did you do it in Sean Bean's voice?
Because wouldn't you if you could?
Yeah, and I do frequently talk in that voice, but I'm not your dad.
I know. I'm aware. It would be weird if you were.
Please. I do frequently talk in your voice, but I'm not your dad. It's the best thing I've ever heard.
So the next Pixar film is about a talking Bumblehole, I reckon.
Bumblehole, yeah, talking Bumblehole.
Talking Bumblehole. Nice.
That's where the honey is made.
Oh, you made it weird.
Give us a number, chat.
Should we get another number? Let's get another
give us a number, chat. Come on, chat.
Going back to the wind turbines, my brother was 100% convinced till about the age of like 7 that was where the Teletubbies lived.
That's also how you make wind. It's like I convinced a primary school class when I was in year 11.
You should have taken him to Gloucester Services because that actually looks like Teletubby.
Oh, that was like the best services. The whole country agrees.
It's not to do with wind turbines or Teletubbies, but a while ago my whole family convinced my sister that the lead singer of the Bee Gees was a man called Gary Bibb. It went on for hours.
Hang on, Anna needs to spit. Spitters are quitters, Hannah. Spitters are quitters.
Gary Bibb. That's amazing.
Oh, the timing of it.
Was incredibly funny.
I'm fine. I
But,
can't
but
see.
now you said that, even Barry Gibb sounds made up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary Bibb. Oh, I want to write a play about Gary Bibb and his brother.
Like he was the forgotten Bee Gee.
No,
So-
no, they were the Bee Gees who formed alongside the other Bee Gees, but the other Bee Gees
They were-
got the lucky break.
They were the GBs.
They were the G
Oh my
Bees.
god! It was a rival band called
Yeah.
the GBs. And then your play would have to be called the Heebie Jeebies. And then, like,
What's EB? EB the GBs.
the Jeebies.
My brothers and I have never been able to remember which Bee Gee is which, so we've always just called them Hat, Teeth, and Hair. And, and every time one
Clip
of them
it, please,
has
John.
died,
John, please clip it.
every time one of them's died, like my brother will ring me like, "Oh yeah, oh no, but wait, is he teeth or hair? I think it's hair. I think hair's dead. Yeah, hair's dead. Yeah."
How often were the Bee Gees coming up in conversation where you needed a special?
Honestly, too
Nickname.
often. I don't know why. I don't know.
It's like ZZ Top. The one in ZZ Top who hasn't got a beard is called
Yeah.
Beard.
Yeah, beard. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
the
the
one,
next
the
number-
one without the beard is Frank Beard.
It's like little John. Right.
14.
14. So this is a fun one. Please give me the name of a cereal, like a breakfast cereal, for serial killers. It's a pun question. Who's got a pun?
It's a pun.
Welcome to pun time. It's pun time. The name of a cereal for serial killers.
I've got one, and it's the first thing that popped into my head, but I don't know if I could say it.
Go for it.
Yes, of course you can.
It's a simple one,
Yeah.
just Cheerio.
That's brilliant.
Cheerio.
You could have special K, the K being for killer, and it's like Cocoa Pops, but instead of turning the milk brown, it turns the milk red.
Ooh.
So it'd have to be
That-
strawberry
she's thought
flavoured
through that one.
cereal.
Ted Bundy's
Yeah.
Lucky Charm.
Oh, Shreddies. I'm done.
If they kill people by throwing women off cliffs, they could be Yeeta bitch. It's like
Oh, I was trying to make a beat of
John T has just put, what's the prompt? I was lost in a loop of hair teeth. There you go. Thank you, H.
oh.
Thank you, H.
Okay,
Breakfast
you did
cereal
it,
for
okay.
serial killers.
Um,
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, they're all better than
Put me feet up.
my brain isn't working today.
Oh, put some shoes on, Dave.
he's in his house.
Relaxing here like Bilbo fucking Baggins.
Two hops.
how hairy are your legs?
They are quite hairy.
Someone needs a fucking wax.
So we've got feet on stream now.
I've told
That's
you.
gonna get
I've
us a
told you
whole new set
before.
of viewers.
If I take my shirt off
Yeah,
and
well-
I haven't trimmed my body hair, it looks like I'm wearing a cardigan.
If we ever do a charity stream, we know what we're doing.
We're shaving Dave complete from the chin down.
Oh.
Were you there that night, Steph? At
What?
the Roadhouse?
Wait.
What?
What?
So,
Where's
at the
this going?
right, okay. Remember Jamie used to run the Roadhouse?
Yeah,
Yeah. And his boyfriend Dave.
yeah.
Yeah, right. So, we're at the Roadhouse and it's a charity gig. And someone produces wax strips. And for some reason I said, if you put enough money in the pot, I'll have my back waxed. Right? And Dave came over straight away and put a tenner in. And I'm like, I don't know what relationship you two got going there. Do you want... you are willing to pay £10 to watch me get my back waxed. But they were. And I raised, I think it was about 40 quid in the end. And I ended up having my
Hang on.
back waxed.
Let's be fair. So you raised how many people were there?
It was the Roadhouse, not many.
Yeah, about,
So
about two.
let's take out the tenner. Let's take out the tenner your sadistic mates had.
Yeah.
A group of people was so nonplussed about it that, like, maybe let's say 24 managed to whip together 30 quid.
No, there wasn't that many there.
Oh, okay. That's because it sounds like your mate just wanted to see this. And you were like, oh, I will. If someone could put money for charity, I bet I could do it. it's like when two guys who definitely are straight, like playing chicken. Like, I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only sucked him off for charity. Totally straight. Hindley Nut
You say no
Morios.
homo, huh?
Jesus Christ. Oh, John T.
John T,
no.
that is amazing.
Ooh.
Hindley Nut Morios.
Fucking hell.
That
Oh,
is on
dear.
so many different levels. Oh, what?
Wow.
Did you Google that one, John T, or did you come up with it? Because if you came up with it, mate. I haven't got a cat, but if I did have, I'd doff it.
One was off, one's
I
Hold
can't
on.
think of any more
I'll beat my horn.
cereals.
Hold on.
I did shred you something.
Can anyone hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll beat my horn for you, John. There you go.
That's the equivalent of a Hollywood handshake right there.
Yeah. Sort of a bit like Christmas now, isn't it?
What number was that, Hannah? Was that 36?
That was,
That was
14.
14, so 36.
40.
next
Oh,
one.
yeah, 36 is next then.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, my mouse has gone dead. Okay, good. Oh no, it was only up to 35. It's between 1 and 35.
Oh, 35 then.
Should we do 35?
35 then, yeah.
Quote you would put on an inspirational poster over the photograph of a sunset.
Yeet a bitch.
Bumblehole. Because it works on different levels, doesn't it, when you think about it?
It's so versatile as a phrase.
Steph's face suggested it didn't work on several levels.
No, I'm
It
just
worked
trying
really on
to
one level.
think of a quote.
Is that your thinking face, Steph?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Been a long day. I'm all out of thinking. The thinking
I'm
well
all out of
has to
think-
run it dry.
Let me just.
I think I might just go quite simply. Nice aid.
Ah,
Nice.
There aren't enough Black Country quotes on
Yeah.
posters.
Or either that Canuck.
Or what way? What did you say? That broke up then.
Either that or don't get that in Canuck.
You don't get that in
You
Canada.
don't. Do you know
No,
what?
you
You don't get
it's
that. in
lovely
Canada.
in Bromsgrove this time of year.
What?
I would definitely have Black Country inspirational posters if we could get those made. I would definitely.
Do
Yeah, I
you
think we should make some.
follow the Black Country Museum on TikTok?
Yes,
They
we could
started-
get that
they've
nice
started-
old man.
They've started posting like cooking videos, but the woman who does it is clearly putting on a Black Country accent, and it's not very good.
Oh no, is she putting it on?
It's bad.
It is, yeah. It's just it
Oh,
sounds like
no.
me doing it. It's like she's probably got a normal like Wolves accent. It's just proper making it strong.
Yes.
Oh.
I've just got to make some dinner for my husband.
I like
Proper bad.
I like Rachel's one.
I like the old man who goes, "What-o?
What
Things might be a bit shit, but they'll probably be okay again soon."
That's what needs to go on the quote. With this.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. I want to
Rachel's-
basically transcribe that whole video that he does, where it's like, sometimes things are not okay, but then they will be okay. What-o? Like, that's what I want.
Rachel's gone for what I like, which is in case nobody's told you today, your bum looks great.
Yeah.
Oh,
would
I
have
needed that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm looking
Cool.
for some genuine motivational quotes. I've
Speaking of TikTok, there is a guy who does like pretend therapy sessions, and it's like, what do we say if we're sad? And it's like, oh, what was the one he did today? My life may be cracking, but my ass cheeks be slapping. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I love
I've seen
you.
that one. Yeah.
Sometimes your ass cheeks need to be slapping. Yeah.
Put that on the
That's
sunset.
over the sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like
Sometimes
that over
your-
the sunset.
Sometimes
Your ass
your ass
cheeks need to be
slapping.
slapping. Faye! She's gonna come up now and not realise that I was.
Yeah, what do you want? Is there a problem?
Just
give,
checking
us,
your ass cheeks to slapping, love.
give us a number, chat.
Oh dear.
We need to be a bit quicker with this, don't we? All the
We
chat
do.
needs to be a
Just-
bit quicker with this.
Just keep banging numbers in and we'll
It's
get
the
round.
lag, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, keep banging numbers in chat.
Bag up numbers in there. Good.
Banging numbers in.
What'o? Keep banging numbers in.
Two. put that on there. Yeah. Two.
Okay, number 2 is, as Shakespeare once said, blank.
What was it, Steph? Ash cheeks keep slapping. What was it?
Yeah.
Shakespeare once said,
Do you remember that joke in Bottom? Where he's like,
"No, I've never watched it."
what do you mean it's crap? There's 8 bodies at the end and he gets to shag his mum.
Shakespeare once said, I don't care what the critics say. If they knew anything about players, they'd be writing them, not watching them.
Yeah.
I think he very probably did say that.
Yeah.
I reckon he said it in a
Yeah,
really, really
probably.
thick, I want him to have like a really thick Brummy accent. I know he's not
It would
quite
have
from
been
there.
a bit like that. Like, I did a workshop at uni about original pronunciation, and they reckon that it was a mixture of like Warwickshire, so like that sort of, and Belfast and Norfolk fused together.
Yeah, it sounds like modern day Bristolian.
Yeah, a bit, yeah, but
It's a
like with
bit
weird little
slow,
accent
sort of-
things.
And it makes
Some of the A sounds
Yeah.
are like weirdly like harsh, like a sort of weird Northern Irish kind of.
Have you
lilt.
seen any shows that have performed in OP?
I've seen like clips, but I haven't seen like a
It
whole
makes
show in it.
so much more sense.
Yeah, some of the rhymes, you're like, oh yeah, fuck, of course.
Yeah, because, I mean, it really winds me up when it's done in received pronunciation, because like that shit didn't exist for
Yeah, they wouldn't have
been
sounded
dead
like
for
that.
200 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that at Carla.
Do you know what else sort of winds me up a bit?
Go on.
Do you know what else sort of winds me up a bit? When people, like when the audiences laugh at the humour in Shakespeare, but like unironically. Like,
Some of it's
What do you
quite
mean?
funny
third
though.
bloke.
Some of it is funny, but there are some bits in it where you're like, no, stop it.
Yes. Stop.
Looking at you, all of Taming of the Shrew.
Looking at
Yeah.
you, the porter in Macbeth.
I mean, to be fair, probably the best line in all of Shakespeare's work is, I've just had to Google it to remember which one it's from. It's from Titus Andronicus. which
Oh,
is,
yeah.
Villain, I have done your mother. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
It's so good. I was in Titus, and
Well
like,
done.
yeah, they've got him captured, and it's the two sons, and they go, "Villain, thou hast undone our mother," and he goes, "Villain, I have done thy mother," and you're like, "Oh!" Like some sunglasses come down, and he's like,
And then he turns around and goes, "Look at my ass cheek slapping."
Exactly what happened.
Or in Hamlet, when Hamlet talks about country matters, he
"Yeah,
ain't talking about the countryside.
yeah."
not
That's
about
one of the
being
first things
smoker.
I learned at uni was like, "Hey, so guess what, guys? When he says, 'Oh, you think I talk of country matters?' No.
When we did it, the person playing Hamlet went, I think I talk with country matters, and the audience, one person in the audience went, oh. It was so cute.
I think the bit before it is something like, "Oh, rest your head in my lap" or something, isn't it?
Well,
And
what
then-
you talking? Yeah.
And she's like, "What? No!" And he's like, "Oh, do you think I was talking of country matters?"
I'm a huge fan of Shakespearean comedy when it's done properly, which is
Yeah.
that the comedy, the foil character is able to go out and chat to the audience and take the piss and makes fun of the like stuff that's like contemporary stuff, and also some of what else is happening in the play, because that's what they were doing. They're like authentically, and that's what the show was meant to be like.
Yeah.
So when I was at uni, when we did Hamlet, the best directing note I've ever received was he just said, Shakespeare's characters shit. Stop playing them like they don't, and then on in it was like a bit more natural. I just thought that was genius.
Yeah, like I think people hold it in too much reverence, don't they? Sometimes, and you got to remember that like you're supposed to be playing a person. Like even if that person is like King of the Fairies, they're still like real, supposedly. Yeah. My favorite bit of direction I got in well, it wasn't me, it was my friend was playing Lavinia in Titus Andronicus, and there's spoiler alert, there's a bit where Titus like basically like mercy kills her at the end because she's had this terrible time. She's had her tongue cut out and her hands cut off, and
Right. What a guy.
so he's meant to he was gonna go up to her and just very gently like basically kill her. And the director, this amazing guy called Frank, went, "Now, have you ever tickled trout?" And, and I laughed so much I fell on the ground. I was like, no. What is that? But the idea he was trying to get across is that it's like you beckon to the trout and you like sort of do, and it's like very gently, and then you just like kill it really quickly. But like obviously,
Were you being directed by a Victorian poacher?
basically yes. Have you ever tickled trout?
What I love to imagine is that until that moment, every time he said that, people have gone, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. But we were all like,
Yeah, but what you're also forgetting is that he had just come off a 6-month stint doing Richard III with Bear Grylls.
What, just to an audience of fish and a really confused looking otter just somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
The other good thing, the other like hilarious thing he did with this, we were looking at a speech from King Lear, where like there's like the bastard character in it has this speech, and we were like going through the speech, like working on it, and he was like, "And what do you think this line means here, where he talks about topping?" And we all went, and he went, "To top, to fuck, fucking." He's talking about fucking Mother Nature. And I was like, okay. I'll be over here.
This Victorian poacher shouting, topping at you.
Topping! Fucking!
Topping! You know, like your top of
Just yelling,
pheasant in
to
the
top.
woods.
Where are
Like
you
he was
Where are you
baffled
going?
that we hadn't worked that
Bear
out.
Grylls dealt with this fine.
Anyway, should we have another number?
Right.
Yes.
Ramirez is
Did
crying
we
in the
all
dressing
say
room.
what?
Oh yeah, wait, no.
I don't think
do
I
your
said
Shakespeare
mine.
thing. No, do your Shakespeare thing. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
No. So, just because it's probably, you were reckoning probably, no play should be longer than 90 minutes just because it's funny.
Yeah. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
That was number 2, wasn't it?
That was 2. Yeah.
So do number 12.
Number 12. We've done 12.
Yeah,
We've done 12. Number 8.
Number 8. Okay. So it says, yelling fire in a crowded cinema is bad. But what's worse is yelling what? Blank.
Fire in a cinema with a show on specifically for the deaf. So that they don't know that there's
No,
a
Adam,
fire.
don't go there, Adam. Adam.
That's worse.
I-
For himself.
I've just turned out. I panicked.
Okay, this might surprise you.
Okay.
I hate the cinema.
Right. But you love films, but you hate the cinema.
I love films, but I hate the cinema. Well, I love the cinema. I don't like being in a cinema with other people.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I get that.
Other people ruin it.
Yeah.
Too, they're shizers.
And the one thing, I mean, I know why they've done it. It's because cinemas don't make money off the films. I don't know if people know this, but cinemas don't make money off the films. They make the money off the concession stands. All the money for the film goes to the distributor. So
That's why it's so expensive.
That's why it's so expensive, and why you have to, they encourage you to have popcorn and drinks. And I'm really fat, right? And I can get through a 2.5 hour film without the need to stuff me fucking face.
This is what I don't get. Like, you can just sit there and not eat. Why do you have to eat?
And also, why popcorn? Why the noisiest food?
Yeah.
Cheapest to make.
What's a completely silent food?
Marshmallows.
Yeah.
You know what? That was, Steph, that was lightning quick. Like you've been waiting all your life for that question.
It's that. So all you want is candy floss with marshmallows in it.
Yeah.
Any food that looks and
Like a
tastes like a
cloud.
cloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whipped cream. It's noisy coming out.
No,
but if
'cause
you
you've got to
prepare
do
it. Yeah, but if you prepare it, if you do that outside.
How are you going to prepare it? What, you
That's
just have it in your hand like that, like a fist?
That's not my problem, because I'm not eating.
What is that?
You can't take a fist of cream into a cinema. They will stop you at the
Right, let's just get this straight right now.
Krispy Kreme, please. Lee and Harry.
As Mark Commode and Simon Mayo say, that's probably a serious violation of the code.
The Hays Code.
Not
You've worked in a cinema, Steph.
nothing.
I have worked in a cinema,
Which?
and pardon?
Which cinema?
For copyright purposes, let's call it Winnie's World.
Wine World. Wine World.
We'll never get it. But we as staff were remembering that I was on minimum wage, but required to put in more than minimum effort. It was bullshit. We were actively told that if we didn't stop people at the doors with their food, we would face a disciplinary, even though there is nothing in the terms and conditions to say that they cannot bring their own stuff with them. But unfortunately, oh man, one day this family turned up, and when I tell you, it was an obscene amount of stuff that they got with them. They'd all been to Farm Foods first, although other stores are available, and they'd all got like 2 shopping bags worth of like crap each, and it was all just like crisps and pop and drink, and basically everything you can buy.
I'm standing for this.
And there was like 2 women and about 3 or 4 children. They'd all got big bags, and I went, I'm really sorry, you can't take that through. Bear in mind, I am 18 years old, so I am sort of like worldly, but not really. And the kids started crying, and then I was like, oh no. And then these 2 women started yelling at me, going, you've spoiled their like day out. And I was like,
we were taking them to see The Exorcist.
Yeah,
they ruined
all
it.
week, and so like they was like screaming at me, and I remember like my 2 managers were stood like 5 feet away, and I was like, any minute now one of them is going to interject, like any minute now, and they both stood there and let these 2 women yell at me until they went, I want to speak to a manager, and I went, they're right there,
they're literally watching this unfold.
they're watching you yell at me, and like so they yelled at the managers. The managers looked at me and went, yeah, we're going to do it. They went, okay, you can take 1 bag through and we'll comp you for your inconvenience. So they got free tickets to yell at me and still got to take their shit through.
fuck's sake.
And I was like,
How does that work?
no.
But if you'd have just let them through, you'd have got a disciplinary.
Yeah, if I'd have let them through, I'd have got a disciplinary.
That's redonkulous.
The stuff that went on there.
I'm going to say now, when you said Winnie World, my brain went,
A shite.
oh, is that like, is there a poo world?
We need
Because I
to-
thought that's what you were doing. And it took me like 3 or 4 seconds to go, oh, it's literally, right.
Oh,
Cool.
oh yeah, okay.
I'm just
Oh,
thinking about things
okay.
people have shouted out in the cinema
Tell you where that is.
when I've been
Tell
there.
you where that is. That's West Brom. Oh, I went there. Sorry.
Look, I'm from the East Midlands. I don't understand your jokes.
Right, okay. I'll translate.
So Adam said,
Poo world.
is there a poo world? And I said, no. Yes,
oh, I get
that's
it.
West
Okay. Right, yeah, okay, I'm with you.
This is
I'm
the
here.
rivalry.
West
yes.
Bromwich is a local area.
That makes sense. I've heard of West Bromwich. Yes. Yes, I've never
Hello,
been there.
Sandwell.
Hello, Samuel. Nice to see
Oh,
you.
I literally thought you had to say Sandwell and Dudley. I didn't know there was a Sandwell on its own. It's so lacking of importance.
It's like knife and fork,
Yeah,
isn't it?
no.
Yeah. No one goes for just a
Sandwell.
Sandwell.
So things
I was-
shouted out in a cinema.
Yeah, I was once.
I'm trying to think of the worst thing.
I was once.
Oh
at
yeah,
cin-
there was a question.
we used to go as a group, and we had some very strict rules, like don't talk during the show, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're going as a group, but we're going to talk about the film after. Keep your fucking trap shut so you can
Shut
watch
up.
it. And there was a woman with us, and we didn't know what was going on, but it turned out that a guy was sitting next to her, one of our group, and he was trying to put his arm round her in the cinema. Of course, we didn't know this was going on. But she had absolutely no hassle from us whatsoever when she stood up and just went, "If you fucking touch me again, I'm going to kick you in the dick."
Nice.
And I was like, and of course, when we found out what happened,
Yes.
it was like, fucking yes. Good on ya. Good on ya. I also remember going to see The Fifth Element. Do you remember The Fifth Element?
I'm
Yes.
very aware of it, yeah.
How were the other four?
Yeah,
How-
hey.
How were the other four?
Hey.
I hype myself sometimes. really, I really do.
I was in the cinema on a 40-foot screen. It comes up, BBFC certification, The Fifth Element, and the person in front of me went, "The Fifth Element," and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill this person. I'm like, I moved, and yeah, that probably was a little bit overboard considering he was 7, but fucking his parents.
Why was he watching The Fifth Element then?
Because it's a PG.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's the downside. Is sometimes it's like there's a really good film, it's a PG, and you find yourself going before 2 a.m. in the morning. You're like, oh God, kids are here and the parents haven't taught the kids how to sit in quiet for an hour and a half. Watch the film.
I assume the worst thing.
Sorry.
I assume the worst thing to shout in a cinema is it's going to be a shitter when they all die in it.
Oh.
The character's not the.
Go on.
No, go on.
No, I insist.
Oh, thanks. When I saw Lord of the Rings in the cinema, like there's I'm sure you've seen it. There's a bit where they're in Fangorn Forest, and then you see like the white light, and they think it's Saruman. They've all got their weapons out, and then it cuts away, it like pans out, and then you just see the edge of a white robe, and you're like, oh no, Saruman's got them in the forest. Somebody at the back went, "That's Gandalf!" Like so loudly across the, and everyone went, "Oh." There's this whole
I mean, I've said it before. Those Lord of the Rings films are just the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme, the movie.
Yeah.
because it's just walking.
It's just walking.
It'll
Gollum's the one that refuses
it'll
to
come as
shower
no
for-
surprise.
It was also Lord of the Rings I was watching when people were like, but it was the next one when they're fighting the spider, and there's that shot where it's like Frodo's looking at the camera, and I think, oh no, he's fine, and then it comes down with like its stinger thing, and
Yeah.
this row of old people in front of me had been talking the whole way through, and then one of them went, "It's behind you," like really loud,
Wow.
and my brother went, "It's not fucking pantomime," and we had to leave.
I
Amazing.
think what's worse than shouting fire in a cinema is woohoo when the dog dies.
Oh come on!
What, can we all agree that what's actually worst is people at the end go,
Yeah, the little cat. I was just like you
Oh,
landed
well
the
done,
plane.
well done.
That was my
Well,
absolute.
hold on.
Like I hated that more than anything. Is when there blatantly weren't credits at like bits at the end of the credits, but people used to sit there anyway.
Yeah, just sit there
because
and
we
wait.
can't start cleaning until
Until
everybody's
everyone's
left, and
Wow.
sometimes there was like 2-minute turnover.
Oh my
And
God.
like, oh, people love a comp, so they'll complain about anything. And so we used to get like, it's got to be clean, it's got to be clean, it's got to be clean. It's going under the seats. Like, and like, if I've got a 2-minute turnover between a screening, and Sally and Keith have decided that they're going to get their money's worth and watch the very end credits because
They're just
their
really
neighbours,
invested
You
the
need
in
to-
finding
Oh,
out.
You do
yeah,
need to
who the
find
keeper
out
is.
if
is.
you do need to find out if it's got the Dolby Digital symbol on, or whether it
As-
was just.
Yeah. They need
I
to know
understand.
whether the likenesses are not of any person
Okay,
who's living or
okay.
dead.
Yeah.
and that-
feel
Make sure that
personally
no
attacked
animals
for
are
all.
harmed.
And also,
Yeah.
were any animals harmed?
Yeah.
I feel personally attacked. If it's a good film, I'm watching to the end of the credits because everyone who worked on that film deserves to like the respect.
Applause.
You know
No,
what?
no,
you know
not-
what?
not
You're
all.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Adam. But you know how you can do that? Watch it at home when the DVD comes out.
Oh, do you know what I could do? But at the same time, fuck that. I'm not paying for it twice. I can appreciate their work. It doesn't mean I'm giving them more money. It's normally Disney.
Look on IMDb.
Duh.
IMDb.
To interject, John T has just put this in the Discord channel. Join our Discord and you can see it in the sharing stuff section. It's an inspirational poster that says, "You don't get that in Cannock on it."
There, John T is linked to our Discord. Thank you, John T. That is awesome.
Can I also,
That
can I also
is
appreciate
absolutely wonderful.
another great Rachel
famous.
comment? Another great Rachel comment is how to stop it if you want to piss your partner off in the cinema when they go to put your arm around it. Go, stop it! I'm your sister. Oh, that's good. Yeah, H has just said the best thing is at National Theatre live screenings when everyone just doesn't know whether to clap or not.
Yes, now that's an etiquette thing that I don't know either. It's like because like the audience on the screen are all clapping, so are we part of that? Like, or are we?
I was hammered watching Cozy Van Tutte, the National Theatre live.
Sorry, can we all just take a second to appreciate that sentence coming out of Adam's mouth?
Do you want to
I
clip
was
that?
hammered
Clip
during
that,
Cozy
John.
Van Tutte.
Because a friend had bought me tickets.
Seems if
and
he-
my friend had bought 3 tickets, and only 2, but the person she was meant to be going with to watch it hadn't turned up, and I'd been drinking all day because it was rugby day. And she was like, "Do you want to watch the opera?" And I went, "Fuck yeah," because it was at the Phoenix where you can take beer in. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Cool, I'm gonna keep this going." Didn't think it's a 3-hour-long opera. I was there going about 2 hours in, the hangover hit,
Already,
and I was there going, "Oh, yeah,
there was no gap.
there's opera." And I have a hangover. And I watch
It's so loud.
Keep
With
it
Dolby
down.
surround sound.
That one did have Dolby surround sound at the end. I know because I was like, I'm going to stare aggressively at the screen until it's over.
Just to focus your eye line, like.
There is no area in this aria, and I don't like it.
Oh, damn, he's spitting rhymes.
Damn, son.
Rachel's out there with, I absolutely clap recorded theatre.
Yeah, because it feels like you want to be part of like the whole like audience as like one
whole
being. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess, but you're not convinced, are you,
Yeah.
Mike?
Not convinced.
We used to do the
Well,
live concert
so,
streams as well.
to be fair, I get too easily distracted I'm not in like a theatrical environment because there's always something out your window, and it's like if you're not in it, I find it quite difficult to like, fully invest.
Yeah.
Jesus, am I a wanker? Oh, really am I? I'm
No.
sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, yeah, stream theatre is fine, but it is not the same because you can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too hard not
Oh,
to be
look!
like,
It's all of the world's knowledge, information, and entertainment.
yeah.
This plays fine.
Like when I'm
Oh, a
watching
dog!
stuff, normally
On a tightrope walk.
I do
Lovely.
scroll back quite a lot. And then, but if it's a live thing, you can't do that. You can't just scroll back and watch it again when you've got.
Have you
distracted.
seen this TikTok of this woman dyeing her hair? She's got so much sass.
New number.
Was that number
In fact,
8?
From now on,
Yes.
From now on, Hannah, I'm gonna call you Sassa Platts. Because
Good, innit?
Thanks, Mikey.
32.
That makes me very happy.
anytime.
What was that number, Dave?
32. I'm gonna sneeze.
32.
No.
The crappiest Western ever was called Gunfight at the what?
So, yeah, I went for Heron Foods.
Heron Foods. Oh my god.
Fight.
Gunfight at the
The
Year 7 Top
walking-
Shop.
Did your school have, when you were in like year 7 and 8, had that one kid who's like, "Do you want sweets? Can of Coke?" Okay,
Yes.
okay.
No.
And then they get
Yeah.
caught and be made to give all of their profits to charity.
Yep.
Oh,
and,
really?
and it made no sense ever. And it happened.
No sense.
Every single school had it.
Like,
Every single one.
basically,
Yeah.
it was the training for being that person in prison who can get you anything.
Right. It also,
Offence.
those people now are now the great. Like, do you want to? I got a TV. Do you want it? Oh, I found it in
Yeah.
the back of a lorry.
Yeah,
Right.
on a night raid. Yeah.
And I can't take it back because they've changed the locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was brought up in Darlaston. I was having that conversation today, actually, because
What,
Many-
stealing tellies from Darlaston?
kind of. We had to get to London once to this place called Meraki, which is part of the Cisco company. Not the Thong Song, not that Cisco. They make
To be honest, I've got Macarena going through my head now.
they make wireless points and networking stuff. They come out with a security camera, and normally what happens is it saves all the stuff that it's recording in a box that you have it locked in a cupboard somewhere. And Meraki were like, "Oh no, our cameras, it's recorded on a card, a memory card in the camera." And they're showing off, and I just went, "Hang on, don't nick the camera."
Just yeah.
Like, I'm from Darlow. If we
Yeah,
find
just
that out,
take the memory card.
we're nicking the camera, right?
Yeah.
No, we're not taking the memory. We're nicking the camera,
Yeah.
removing the memory card, and selling the camera, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. And the look on this guy's face, because it was a brand new product, you physically saw his face drop, and it was, oh,
Well, that's his life's work. You've just
Yeah.
got shit on in 3 seconds.
But they didn't think to ask anyone
No.
in the product design phase. Like,
And this is
Then
it.
that's the ruffians.
Exactly.
How would they treat
does anybody know any ruffians? We need to get this double checked by the Crims.
Do you know anyone who lives north of Watford?
A friend of mine went to holiday to Norfolk, which is, well, I say Norfolk. It was Essex, so it's practically all the same.
Some right scallywags in
Technically,
Essex.
but-
Yeah, so it always got me. That did. If you want to do something that's a security device, you should be getting the scallywags of this world involved, and they'll tell you what you're doing wrong. I think I've just outed myself as a scallywag.
This is why
yeah,
computer companies hire the hackers that break into them because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Better they're on your side.
I often say to people, if you want to know about IT security, don't ask me. Don't ask like management. Find a high functioning autistic 17-year-old who's spent most of his life in his bedroom.
Next number.
Number.
Was that 32?
Did we do all our?
No, I'm not sure we did. Mikey, did you have one?
Oh yeah, go on.
I mean, I didn't, but I'm trying to find like a porn on.
Mike,
Let's just go.
if you hadn't raised it, Mike, we'd have moved on without anyone noticing.
But now we're gonna wait.
Yeah, but where's the
No,
comedy
no.
potential in that, Dave?
Everyone sit in silence till Michael comes up with an idea.
Gunfight at Newport Pagnell.
And you know what? He
Make the way
pulled
service
that out the bag, didn't he? Number
I was
10.
trying to think of a play on words about like how coral sort of sounds a bit like coral as in choirs, but didn't.
But ended up at Newport
This is not the
Pagnell.
bit in the.
What it was,
This is
your
like the bit, This
brain.
is like the bit in the exam where they ask you to explain your
Show
thing.
you working,
And you
yeah.
have to, like,
What was happening there, Mike, was your brain was on a trip down the motorway and took a stop and went, this'll do.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I've heard there's a Wimpy at this service station. Oh no.
the wimpy is me. I am the wimpy.
Good you.
Gunties is gunfight at the Coral betting shop.
I mean, that is
Like the OK Corral betting
For
shop.
a while, my brother had a job repairing betting machines. You know, you know those fixed odds betting machines?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're slightly controversial.
Slightly controversial.
betting.
They're seriously controversial.
Yeah.
So much so, the government, and these were the Tories, brought in a law that said, right, you can only have a maximum of 2 per betting shop.
Yeah.
Because it was just mental.
And because there's no caps on what you can spend and stuff.
Yeah.
isn't there?
I mean, it's
Like,
insane.
Yeah.
So what was happening was betting shops were literally building a wall down the middle. And so they could have 2 extra machines in classes, 2 different businesses. It's why you've got so many betting shops. They're just rooms around fixed odds betting machines. But because people lose so much money on them, and because they're called fixed odds betting machines, they very often pick the stool up and just go and just smash them. So my brother had a job for a while where he was basically replacing screens on these machines because loads of people just put the stools through them.
Oh my god.
Rachel's given another good answer here, which is gunfight at the disco.
Yes.
At the year 6 disco.
Oh,
But it's done with the exclamation mark, as in panic.
Ah, I like it.
10.
10. Number 10 is the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Oh, and also
Those insects that lay their eggs inside you.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Absolutely.
no, and what the only thing that's worse than that is those fucking mushrooms that go in their ants, and people put pictures of them,
Yeah.
and they come up on Twitter, and I have to like scroll a lot to get rid of it, but sometimes it comes back on when you reopen it, so the picture's still there, and I don't like it. It makes me feel like maybe I'll die when I look at that picture. It's like the worst thing on earth. I can't.
Let me just send
They're
you.
they're called
No.
Where Hannah is and make sure she's okay.
They're
you
called-
don't understand.
they're called cordyceps.
Ah,
Zombie ants. is
they're
how
the
it is.
worst. It's the worst
I-
thing. It's the worst thing.
They're called cordyceps. Yeah,
I
it's
can't stand
To
it.
Google?
it's a
I feel like
fungus.
the only other
To
thing. That...
Google?
Go on, Dave.
It's a fungus that kind of goes into the brain of the ant,
Grows out.
makes the ant climb to the top of like a stalk of some description. it then kills the ant, makes the ant like hold on, kills the ant, and then just grows all these mushrooms out of the ant.
Fucking out of it, and you
And
can
then
still walk around.
they-
you can still
they
walk around with the
explode.
mushroom coming out of it.
It happens to tarantulas as well.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
go to the
spiders as
tarantulas.
well. And you
Oh,
can
yeah.
actually eat cordyceps. It's
No!
apparently it's safe, and you do
Why
get.
would you?
Yeah.
If you have you just sent a picture? Is that what that picture is?
Yes.
I don't know.
You just-
I mean, Jonty's just sent a. Jonty's just put a comment in which just simply says "Zombie Thatcher," which
Yeah, that is. That is pretty
I would
bad.
be scared of zombie Thatcher.
I would
I'd be terrified of something.
Yes, yes.
I feel like the only
Well,
other thing
Adam
that can make
Unwin-
Hannah react the way that she just did is the only thing to fear is fear itself. Oh, and things that are made of cake that don't look like they're made of cake.
Why?
Just wind her
I-
up. And
This
set her
destroys
off.
you so
No,
much.
it's not fair because I just the thing it's wood. It's a thing made of wood. My mouth is like, oh no, there's splintered wood, but then it's why
No.
is it then cake? I can't.
I've
Why?
Googled. I've
It's my
Googled.
brain is thinking a thing, and my mouth is not. They're not together. What? No.
I think I sent you an Amazon package the other day. It was like an Amazon package, and they sliced
Yeah,
through it, and it was
It's like a
cake.
cardboard box, and it's then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cake. So it's like, oh, the cardboard, like it'd be like, oh, my mouth and my brain are thinking like, oh no, I'm gonna eat like wet cardboard. What? Like, how could you eat the cake when your brain is thinking about the thing it looks like, but it doesn't taste like that? The textures are wrong.
Okay.
Hannah Platts, look away from the screen.
No, don't show the ant thing.
That's the ant thing.
Yeah,
No.
no. David Attenborough.
And
No, I
then
hate them
keep
so
looking
much.
away. Keep look. That's the
I think it
spider.
just looks like.
Oh, I feel sick even thinking about it.
Okay, it's off the screen, Hannah.
No,
Is it literally off the screen?
It's off the screen.
Not off your phone though.
I've googled it. I've googled it, and they all look like space sweet corn. Just like, and that ant you just showed looks like looks like an ant with tiny sky dishes coming out of its head.
I
think it's quite funny.
I don't like it.
Every ant has a job in the colony.
God,
This one is to
we've-
get a satellite TV.
Space sweet corn. I mean, that's what it should be called from now on. It shouldn't be cordyceps. It should be space sweet corn.
I mean, I don't like
It's so
sweet
bad. It's made my mouth. It's made my throat close up thinking about it.
I know those pictures of cake that doesn't look like cake really freaks you out.
That fucking one that you sent me that is like a man in a hospital bed and he's got fucking wires coming out of him and shit. He's got an IV drip. Is the bed also cake? Or did they miss the cake on a bed? How
Anna,
much of this?
Anna,
The world is cake.
Stop, please. I don't want it to be
We're
cake.
all cake.
the world is two things: cake and
Rhubarb.
Oh god.
Rhubarb.
and youths.
the,
Rhubarb youths.
I don't like it.
The lava of the world is just jam filling and
The mantle is like
Antarctica-
the cream.
Different flavours of sponges.
Antarctica is just vanilla fondant.
Ice and sugar.
Yeah.
it's sponge
wish it
all the
was
way
that.
down.
So you know what I'm sort of scared of is that dream you have where you think you're swinging really high.
How are we
Like,
defining
it's
swinging?
I was going to say, I think you need to.
I knew-
Type
I
of
knew-
swinging you are referring to.
Swinging on a swing.
That one,
swinging
Mike.
on a vine.
Like a
Oh,
playground
yeah.
swing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and it's like the whole sensation of
No.
your body is just like you're gonna fall. Does that happen to everyone else, or is that just a cerebral palsy thing?
Apparently, the dream where you fall. I don't know how true this is. So if you want to like work it out or Google it, I don't know. I'm happy to be told I'm wrong. Apparently, your heart rate slows when you're asleep, and sometimes it slows too much, and your body thinks you are dying. So it's your natural
Oh.
defibrillator just going, whoa, Oh, okay. No, we're good.
Oh, what that thing where it's like you're just going to sleep and then you go, huh? That thing. Yeah.
Also,
I hate that.
apparently, the one where you wake up but you can't move.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the sleep paralysis. Yeah.
That's allegedly from when we used to sleep in trees and stuff. Like,
Oh no, because
millennia
you
ago.
do have sleep paralysis. Otherwise,
Yeah.
otherwise you act out your dreams.
yeah, so it's your body shutting itself
that.
down
Yeah.
to stop you acting out your dreams. But sometimes you wake up before
Yeah.
your brain has realised you have woken up, and it's like, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
and you're
reboot,
paralysed.
reboot, and that's why you're paralysed, because your brain is still on aeroplane mode.
Has anyone had a
I know.
lucid dream?
Yes, they are
I
great.
did when I was little.
Fucking
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
They are the best.
And you can be like, oh, I think I'm going to fly.
Yeah,
and then
no.
you're like, oh, look at me fly.
Yeah, any dream where you realise you're in a dream, you're like, fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Never had one. I'm really like.
Mm.
I used to have
Right.
them quite often, but I used to be like, I could feel myself going, oh, I'm dreaming. I gotta try and convince myself that I don't know I'm dreaming,
So you can enjoy it more.
so that I don't wake up. Because okay, so I know I've got like maybe 2 minutes of this before I wake up. Okay, cool.
Because you don't get
Yeah.
long, do you? And you know
used
you
to-
don't get long.
Yeah, I used to have a thing where it was like I knew I was in the dream. This is when I was really little. And I knew that if I scrunched my eyes up really tight and opened them, it would wake me up. So like if I got scared in the dream, I'd be like, oh, it's fine. I can wake myself up by just going like this.
But then that one time it doesn't happen.
No!
And you realise the person standing in front of you is made of cake.
No!
It's like the two things we're born scared of are
Cake.
falls and loud noises, and everything else is learnt. And it's all from when we lived in trees and stuff. It is when you're asleep and go, "Whoa."
All you've done there really is just describe cerebral palsy as a thing. Just like, falls, like, oh god, this chair's got no arms on it, I'm gonna fall. Oh no,
no.
a drummer's just played a cymbal, let's jump. That's
Oh,
just my
that's the
life.
word. John teacher said it's called a myoclonic jerk.
You're a myoclonic jerk.
Damn it.
Proud of that one, Adam.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. I'll
Um,
be here.
We're
until
also
I leave.
nose blind to smells after a certain time, aren't we? And even though the smell is still there, we can't smell it anymore.
Yeah.
Because we go, okay, that's fine. Like, compartmentalize it, because we need to smell for danger.
Oh, is that way? Because,
Alright.
like, yeah, when you put perfume on, you can't smell it
Yeah.
anymore.
Even though
Yeah.
everyone else can. And then you're
Yeah.
applying more perfume and then you smell like an apothecary.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just me.
Maybe that's just how I want to smell.
Like, yeah, but it's actually your brain going, okay, we know what that is. Like, now.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
that always
We
We
bothers
don't
me.
need to recognize that.
Yeah.
Because that always bothers me because as a larger gentleman, I'm always very paranoid that because I'm quite sweaty. It's just, you know, oh no, I've had to walk 5 steps. Oh, let me have a sit down and I'm always a bit concerned that like I smell. So there's always like deodorant in my bag and it's.
Honestly, Dave, after tonight's show, it's such a good job you've got Fee, because all you've told us is you've got a hairy back and you're sweaty. Like,
You know what?
saying
For
that.
some
It's
people,
like touching a drowning
Steph,
bear.
that's their dream. Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
okay.
There's a pot for every lid, Steph.
I reckon that's perfect. Can't top it. Shall we go for
You
another
can
question?
you can top it, Adam, with a lid.
Yeah. And remember,
Yay.
topping.
To pot.
Shall we? I'm looking at the time. Should we do a couple more or one more?
Yeah. So
Do
what
one
what
more.
number was that? Okay.
10, was it? I think it
7.
was 10.
Well, we've got 2 more numbers
do
here,
you-
so we'll do 2
Do you
more.
care about
7.
this podcast anymore, Hannah? Or
Yeah,
you
No,
cool.
think it's too long?
I hadn't
Go
coloured it
on.
in. I've been colouring them in, but I hadn't done it. So I was like, oh, I can't see the
Are you
names of
sure
them.
you're not a geography student? Just
Geography was great when in the first couple of years of secondary school when it was just colouring in.
yeah.
Colour
Yeah.
Should
colour the land.
I say
we had to do a
should
traffic
I say this
report.
story? or
Yes,
not?
Mikey. Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, So I did GCSE geography, and for a field trip, we went to Castleton, just outside Derbyshire, and so the only way I could get there, because the minibus everyone went on wasn't accessible, the only way I could get there is hitching a lift with my geography teacher, and I threw up in his car
Oh no!
multiple times.
Oh no.
Multiple times.
Yeah. And because it's like, you're out in the sticks, like, there's not many houses you can knock on to go, excuse me, sir, do you have
You got some kitchen towel.
Have you got some
yeah,
anti-bac wipes?
that was it.
I have a child in the car with cerebral palsy who is projectile vomiting everywhere.
Sorry,
I want-
I'm his
I want-
teacher.
Oh, two things. First of all, would you like to see? And secondly,
Mike, did you not like your geography teacher? Did you drink 3 litres of milk before you went on the journey?
No, what I did that made it worse, take one of those travel sick pills. Because
which
they're
always made
horrible
me feel like
and rank.
Like they were,
Yeah. Yeah,
I've just had like a flashback to what was it called? The little pink ones that were supposed to taste like strawberry, but they tasted like chalk.
yeah.
That sounds
I remember
horrible.
those.
You know, when I was at school all those years ago, there was always one kid in the class, well, in the school trip, who had travel sickness. Yeah? There was always the one.
Yeah.
And it was always
Yeah.
one. Like the 60 of you are going on this trip, and one kid is just
The
like,
one.
"Oh," right? But now,
The one,
Steph, I'm
one
sure
was
you,
me. I was
yeah,
the one.
Steph, I'm sure you could
Oh,
agree
no.
with this. Nowadays, it seems to be like a third of the kids on school trips are travel sick.
Honestly, like, I don't know what's happened to children, but they're all big bad road men until you stick them on a minibus for more than 10 minutes, and then it's, I need to get off. I don't feel well. Open the window. Now close the window. The wind's in my eyes. Shut up!
Not that it's been a hard week at work or anything.
They're all big bad road men until you get them on a minibus.
Run this minibus off the road. Like,
occasionally, you must think I am one minibus accident away from all of my problems stopping. Just- you could be like, there is. I know for a fact if I drove this into the lake, I could get out.
yeah. Like I always, and I will hold my hands up and admit to this now, I always complain that I am never picked for the school trips. Or if I'm put on a school trip, I'm safe in the knowledge that on the day they're going to go, can you stop in school because we need a strong teacher in school for the rabble.
We're leaving
Firm
behind.
hand.
Yeah, so they leave me behind as I'm waving them off while the school is slowly bursting into flames behind me.
For the 4
You're that,
kids who
you're
didn't
that little
bring,
dog with a mug going, this is fine.
Yeah, it's kind of,
the 4 kids who didn't bring their letter back.
No, it's not right. Okay, so we do like reward trips rather than educational trips because I'm not taking them out. And my kids in a theatre. The last time I took kids out, remember, one jumped on the back of the other and yelled cuddles after seeing 2 sheep have sex in a field. And remember?
Yes, I
Yes.
remember. Yeah.
Perfect.
So I don't take school trips out, but I always get held back. And then on the occasion that I do get sent out, it's the most stressful day of my life. I hate them so much, but then every time I go, I'm never allowed to go on a school trip. And I get there and I'm like, I want to be back in the same place.
Why did you make me come here?
I'd rather be dealing with the
Oh,
kid with
God.
matches. Yeah.
Arson is preferable to this.
Yeah.
That is what I want on a motivational poster.
Yes.
Arson is preferable.
Years ago now, I went on a school trip as a responsible adult. And of course,
Everyone else busy.
yeah. But we took them youth hosteling, so we was away with the kids for like 4 nights. And the first night, They're
There's
all
Chris Eubank there.
the first night. None of them want to go to sleep, and you're used to it. But this one year, this one kid in particular just really did not want to go to sleep. And of course, we want to go to sleep because we're adults and we're old and we need
Have
sleep.
no stamina, and the
Exactly.
coffee is already run out.
And and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning before this kid goes to sleep. The next day, we've got a coach trip of like 30 miles. So you're looking at an hour on the coach. He is trying to sleep on the coach. He's not having a lot of luck because he's surrounded by staff.
I've done that.
Every time he tries to
100%
fall
I've done
asleep.
that.
Wake up! You wouldn't let us sleep last night. We're not letting you sleep now.
Oh no!
Why are you overhead? You're just like, no.
No. We were poking.
yeah.
No,
we
we
have
poked.
to suffer.
No,
You have to suffer.
we were poking
You've
him.
got a desk lamp going. Vela,
Come on!
you think
Yeah,
you could
I've
sleep?
done it. I've done it. The kid who won't go to sleep. The only residential I ever went on, and I said, if you ever put me on one again, I will quit on the spot. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I was stood outside in the woods in Wales, like in this youth hostel, holding the boys' bedroom window closed, getting eaten alive by bloody midges because the boys kept trying to climb out of the window and go and run away in the woods. And there was a single moment where I went, let them.
Yeah.
At this point, let them. Let
They
the bears
deserve
have them. Let the
Let them
bears
go.
have them.
Let the wolves take their flesh. Just be gone.
I can say I ran after them. No one would know. There's no CCTV in the woods.
Yeah, you can be like, look at all these midge bites. That's from me following them.
Yeah.
There's no CCTV in the woods. It's the motto of the local dogging society.
Their website is just a picture of Stan Collymore going.
But yeah, like they went to sleep. I think the last one went to sleep about 4 to 5. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was banging on doors, going, "Come on, get your breakfast! Breakfast in 10 minutes!" Like I was having none of it. Like it was the worst thing I've ever done.
That is a nightmare. You couldn't.
Big
There isn't amount of money you could pay me to.
Meanwhile,
be
in
an
the
adult
girls'
one of those.
corridor, they'd all gone to sleep at 10 o'clock. And I was stood there holding the window closed with a single tear rolling down my face going, I'm not even getting paid for this.
I remember when I had dreams.
They didn't talk about this at teacher training college.
Yeah, they leave this bit out. I wonder why. Because if they'd have mentioned that on teacher training day, I'd have gone, that's it, get up, walk out. No, not me.
Actually, yeah, I've had second thoughts.
Yeah.
I thought I started at 9, finished at 2:30, and had 13 weeks a year off. Are you telling me there's more than that? The Daily Mail have lied.
Boo.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
Fawa.
Yeah.
Flower.
Foa.
Farewell.
Number
Yes.
four
Foa.
is it's should you catch fire, remember stop, drop, roll, and then
Right. Stop. Correct. Drop.
Yeah.
Correct.
Drop.
But if
Yeah.
you're rolling, you're no longer stopping.
Dave, do you want your...
And
do you want your-
also,
Go on, Maggie.
not a very accessible health and safety.
Yeah.
no,
Oh, for
that
you,
is
though,
an ableist health and safety.
the, like, stop, drop, and roll.
I've got to stop. I've got to, first of all, I've got
It's
to
the drop
stop,
that's the issue.
Yeah.
unstrap myself at 3 separate places.
Then fling
then
yourself
somehow-
out of a wheelchair.
And then I've got to put me foot plates up so they're not in the way, and I don't garrot me lower my lower shins on those, and then yeet myself out of my own wheelchair. And, imagine Imagine if it's just like a test of an alarm as well.
I mean, by the time you've undone all your straps, you're a pork scratching anyway, mate. You might as well just leave yourself.
So,
You're a
Mike,
pork scratching.
You're a
anyway,
pork
mate.
scratching anyway.
1448, we're going to pimp up that wheelchair of yours. There's going to be USB LED lights all over it. We're gonna up the horn so it plays Saturday night by Wigfield every time you press it. And
say I really don't like it when like most things in a Black Country accent sound lovely and poetic. But when you say up the horn, like
we're gonna up the horn. And you're going to be riding around on your wheelchair with a fire extinguisher there pointing at you. Mate, they've got loads of gaffer tape at the Arena Theatre. We'll be fine. We'll get this done by the end of the weekend.
Another thing, because of the recline function that I've got on it, I sometimes do, if I want to chill, that actually isn't that comfortable, opposed to nothing, ironically. Like, if I'm up, I've also got to put that down, which, like, it's a very slow process. Like, it looks cool. Apparently, it's supposed to help me climb curbs and stuff. But, like, I can tell you now, it goes far too high.
Right, dude.
Great dentist.
Yeah.
We messed with the hydraulics, so when you tilt it back, it kind of like does the bounce.
Yeah, so you can be like on Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, roll, and threaten a bad review on TripAdvisor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, Mike, when you get to the dentist, do you just like roll in and go, "It's all right.
Yeah.
I've got a chair in me
I
own."
brought my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genuinely.
Wow.
Genuinely, they love it. It's like all the
Mate,
Christmas
why have
stuff at once.
why have you never shown us this recline mode when we've been in the flesh, as
I'm
it were?
sure. I must have. No.
I don't think you have, mate. I think I
No.
definitely have remembered that.
Have I?
Yeah, that's an image that I would not
my God.
put out of my head.
And in fact, Mike, I think you should use it more as a kind of way of saying to everyone that you're chilling. Just like
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, just be like,
If you
Yeah, the
roll up on
little-
the ladies in recline mode,
Oh, Mike!
how you doing? Like,
pair of sunglasses.
Mike, you'll be beating them off with a foot plate.
Okay, I need you to retract that statement, please.
You see, it's call back in it. I don't know who I am anymore.
I think we workshopped that quip, and that quip has firmly been panned, Dave. So should we move on?
Yeah.
What was the question?
It was stop, drop, roll.
Stop, drop, roll, and
I was going to say collaborate and listen.
I don't think
That
anyone's
wins.
going to top that one.
I think Hannah's one.
Shall we end it there?
Lovely. Yeah, that's 1:30 now, isn't it?
Yeah. But, normally we end the stream. We all go bye and end the stream. Right,
Yeah.
I found out this week, and I don't know if this is going to work. You could do a thing on Twitch called raids, where you
yeah.
send your audience to someone else,
Yeah.
Ooh.
right? And I don't know if it's going to work because we're streaming through Streamlabs at OBS, and I don't know if it's going to work through that, but
Yeah.
we're going to give it a go.
If we're thinking of the same thing, this would be amazing.
Yeah. Now, all we need to do is find someone who's streaming and send our audience to them. Jim Sterling's streaming, and they're amazing.
They don't really need the. They don't really need the extra followers. They do.
Oh yeah, so Jim
Anything,
Sterling doesn't
We
need
need to be messaging them and going, could you do it to us?
What's great to do is to find someone that no one is
point.
watching and do that.
Let's
It's just
find
lovely.
someone no one is what. Oh, that's a brilliant idea,
yeah.
Adam.
And we'll all go there together.
Point of football streaming.
Is the Point football stream on?
Mikey,
don't
I
know.
remembered the name of the travel sickness tablets, Joy Riders.
Joy Riders.
That's
Is that what they're called?
That's weird.
Don't like that.
Like, just
Joy
saying the
Riders.
name has made me like.
I've never had.
Let me
travel
tell you,
sickness
let
luckily,
me
but
tell you,
sounds
that is not a
insane.
joy I want to be riding again
Yeah.
anytime soon because
Joy Riders.
nah, mate,
They were vile. They
not
were
about that life. Yeah,
Prevent.
just
They
don't
are
bother.
Hyoskine hydrobromide.
Oh, yeah.
Chewable tablets.
Why would you
Prevent
call them that?
travel
Because
sickness.
joyriding is
With
like
it
supposed to be
hell.
a thrilling sort
An
of
illegal
fun
offence.
thing. I mean, illegal, yes, but
They were just the worst thing ever. And I remember my mum used to like it became like an unwritten, like unspoken like thing. Like we'd be going to the caravan and my mum would just slide a tablet in
Yeah.
my direction with a cup of water and then just walk away. Because I can't take tablets either, they make me heave.
No,
oh,
I
right.
can't either. Oh my God, Steph, can we
Oh,
get
you were
married?
meant to be
Okay.
together.
Please, please, let's get married. And
Okay.
please, let's get married and dry heave together.
I would like to officiate this.
What, just at the end of the vows, we both take a tablet and just go,
yeah, yeah.
I do. Like,
That's
yeah.
the most romantic thing I've ever heard in my life.
Like, they were vile, and by the time I finished dry heaving and the sheer horrific taste of them, I was sick before we ended up, like, getting to the end of the road. Like, it was ridiculous.
Oh, Steph, you have no idea how happy this makes me. I'm literally 30 years old next week, and I've never, ever in my life ever met another person who can't take tablets. Oh, this is the best.
Sorry, Mike.
Now,
Yes.
if
Mike.
I go to the doctors, I
Yeah.
ask, like, is it in liquid form? When they say, we're going to need to prescribe you some tablets, I'm like, is there a liquid option?
Like, I have
Yeah.
to do that for my cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally did that exact conversation not so long ago.
Mike, what day's your birthday?
Yeah. Sunday. The day of the England game. I'm so excited.
So Sunday coming up or the Sunday after?
Sunday coming up.
Oh, England game. Might throw in another stream, folks. We might throw in another stream. You never know. Keep watching the
Just you two
socials.
watching it crying.
Just deadly weeping.
There is that. Right, I've found someone to raid.
Okay.
He's currently playing. I say he. I think it's a he. He's currently playing. What was it? Farm Simulator 19.
Yes,
And-
good game.
and-
Solid game. A chunky
Got-
game, that.
Got no viewers, so we're going to send our lot over to there. So that's
Aw.
going to be nice.
That'd be
I don't know
nice.
if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a go.
Oh, magic.
So everyone say bye. Bye, bye.
enjoy the farm, guys.
Enjoy Farm
you.
Simulator.
Enjoy the
Bye.
farm. Enjoy the farm.
I've done that,
Bye.
and I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let's see what happens.
Raiding Just Shadow with 5 viewers.
Yeah, there you go. It worked.
I'm going to keep raiding.
What's the...
Oh.
5 viewers are ready
that's
to
so
raid.
nice.
Just Shadow in 7 seconds.
Oh, JS Rock's just arrived!
Oh no! Bye.
Oh my god, here it goes. It's so slow.
I've hit raid now,
I'm going to
Yeah,
keep
just,
doing it.
and they're all
we've
gone.
popped
Now
in.
hold on, because our stream is
we're all
still.
over.
Our stream is all live still.